Imagine a world where everyone holds on to grudges, where resentment and bitterness are the norm. Not a pleasant thought, is it? Now picture a world imbued with forgiveness, where past wrongs are pardoned and hearts are unburdened. A world where we find strength in our vulnerabilities, and where we use the power of forgiveness to heal and grow. Yes, forgiveness, it's a simple word, but it carries a profound meaning. It's not just about forgetting the past, it's about releasing the weight that's been holding us back. It's about replacing bitterness with kindness, resentment with understanding, and anger with compassion. Forgiveness is an act of strength, not weakness. The beauty of forgiveness is that it doesn't just benefit the one who is forgiven, but also the one who forgives. It can bring peace to your mind, joy to your heart, and positivity to your life. So let's dive into the fascinating journey of understanding the power of forgiveness. Now, you may wonder, how does forgiveness heal? Well, let's delve into the fascinating journey of understanding the healing power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a potent antidote to a plethora of negative emotions that can weigh us down. It's not just a noble act of kindness towards the person who wronged us, it's a gift we give ourselves. You see, when we hold on to resentment, anger, and the desire for revenge, we may not realize it, but we're causing ourselves more harm than good. These negative emotions can create a great deal of stress, which, as we know, is a significant contributor to numerous health issues. Now imagine the transformation that can occur when we choose to forgive. The moment we decide to let go of these negative feelings, we start to reduce the burden of stress on our minds and bodies. We begin to experience a sense of peace and tranquility that can lower our blood pressure, leading to improved overall health. But the benefits of forgiveness aren't just physical. They extend far into our psychological well-being too. Forgiveness can lead to reduced anxiety and depression, and it can improve our self-esteem. When we forgive, we reclaim our power, the power that was lost in the hurt and resentment. We regain control over our emotions and our lives. Moreover, forgiveness fosters empathy and understanding. It allows us to see the situation from the other person's perspective, helping us to grow and learn. It strengthens our relationships and connects us more deeply with others, leading to greater satisfaction in our social interactions. And let's not forget, forgiveness paves the way for personal growth and self-improvement. It teaches us to be more compassionate, patient, and understanding. It's a step towards becoming a better version of ourselves. Indeed, it's amazing how forgiveness can heal us from within, acting as a balm for our wounds. It's not always easy, but the benefits it brings make it worthwhile. So, the next time you find yourself holding on to resentment or anger, remember the healing power of forgiveness. After all, to forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. Far from being a sign of weakness, forgiveness is a testament to our strength. A common misconception is that forgiveness is a passive act, a surrender, or an admission of defeat. But in reality, it's quite the opposite. Forgiveness is an act of bravery, a choice to rise above the pain and resentment that can so easily weigh us down. It's easy to hold a grudge, to let bitterness fester and grow. It's easy to replay the hurtful words or actions, to nurse our wounds and stoke the fires of our anger. But to forgive, that's where true strength lies. Forgiveness requires a level of emotional maturity and strength that not everyone possesses. It necessitates a depth of understanding, a capacity to empathize, and a willingness to rise above our own pain. It's about recognizing the humanity in others, even when they've hurt us, and choosing empathy over anger, understanding over resentment. When we forgive, we're not saying that what happened was okay. We're not forgetting the pain or the hurt, we're simply choosing to let it go. We're making the decision to release the burden of resentment and open ourselves up to healing and growth. The courage it takes to let go of resentment and hurt is truly remarkable. It's like standing in the face of a storm and choosing to push through, rather than be swept away. It's deciding to climb a mountain, knowing the journey will be difficult, but recognizing the view from the top will be worth it. It's choosing love over hate, light over darkness, and hope over despair. And the beautiful thing about forgiveness, it's not just about the other person, it's about us. It's about freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment and anger, about finding peace within ourselves, and about growing stronger in the process. So let's redefine what it means to forgive. Let's recognize it for what it truly is, an act of courage, a testament to our strength, and a stepping stone on the path to healing. As the saying goes, the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong. Scene script. Picture yourself free as a bird, unburdened by the weight of past hurts. That's the freedom forgiveness offers. Imagine the feeling of soaring high above the clouds, untethered and unbound. That's what forgiveness feels like. It's like shedding a heavy coat you've been burdened with for far too long. It's a breath of fresh air, a chance to inhale deeply and exhale all the anger, resentment, and bitterness that has been holding you back. Forgiveness is not just about letting go of negative feelings towards others. It's about liberating yourself from those feelings. It's about breaking free from the chains of past hurts and resentment that have kept you anchored to moments of pain and suffering. It allows you to move forward, to progress in life without the baggage of past wrongs. When you forgive, you unburden yourself. You let go of the heavy weight of grudges and resentment that constrict your heart and mind. You free up space for peace, joy, and contentment to reside. You open up your world to the boundless opportunities life has to offer. Think of forgiveness as a personal liberation movement. It's about reclaiming your peace of mind, your joy, your capacity to love and be loved. It's about taking back control of your emotional well-being from those who have wronged you. It's about choosing freedom over captivity, love over hatred, peace over turmoil. But let's make one thing clear. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or condoning the wrongs done to you. It doesn't mean letting people walk all over you. It means acknowledging the pain, understanding it, and then choosing to let it go. It's a conscious decision to not let the past dictate your present or future. Forgiveness is like a key that unlocks the door to a brighter, lighter, happier future. It's the key to your personal freedom. It's the key that allows you to spread your wings and fly high, unburdened by the weight of past hurts, resentment, or anger. It's truly liberating when you forgive, isn't it? You unchain yourself from the past and open doors to new possibilities. All this talk about forgiveness might make you wonder, how do I forgive? Well, let's dive into some practical steps on how to practice forgiveness. Firstly, start with empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's about stepping into their shoes and seeing the situation from their perspective. It's about acknowledging their pain and their struggles. Empathy doesn't necessarily mean you agree with their actions, but it helps you to understand why they may have acted the way they did. Secondly, understanding is key. It's about comprehending the deeper reasons behind someone's actions. This step requires patience and open-mindedness. It's not about justifying or excusing their actions, but rather it's about understanding their motives, their fears, their beliefs. It's about realizing that we all have our flaws and make mistakes. Understanding is the bridge that links us to compassion. Thirdly, acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to forget or condone the hurtful actions. Rather, it's about acknowledging what happened without letting it control your life. It's about letting go of the need for revenge or retribution. It's about choosing to focus on the present and the future, rather than being stuck in the past. Next, self-forgiveness is also an important part of this process. We often hold ourselves to impossible standards, and when we fail to meet them, we punish ourselves relentlessly. It's crucial to forgive ourselves for our own mistakes and to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we extend to others. Lastly, remember that forgiveness is a choice. It's a decision to let go of resentment and thoughts of revenge. It's a commitment to yourself and your well-being. It's an act of self-love and self-respect. Remember, forgiveness is a journey, not a destination. It's a process that takes time and patience. It's about continuous progress, not immediate perfection. So, take it one day at a time. Keep practicing empathy, understanding, acceptance, and self-forgiveness. And before you know it, you'll find yourself on the path towards healing and inner peace. The power of forgiveness extends beyond the self. It creates a ripple effect. Like a pebble thrown into a pond, forgiveness sends out waves of positivity and understanding. It touches not just you, but also the people around you. When you forgive, you're setting a powerful example. You're showing others that it's possible to let go of hurt and resentment. You're demonstrating that it's possible to choose compassion over conflict, healing over hurting. This example can inspire others to forgive too, creating a chain reaction of forgiveness and understanding. Imagine a world where everyone chooses forgiveness over resentment, understanding over judgment. It's a world that's not just more peaceful, but also more compassionate. It's a world that's kinder and more understanding. So, by forgiving, you're not just healing yourself. You're also making the world a little bit kinder, a little bit more compassionate.